guys, welcome back to another video. So unfortunately this video doesn't really have any skateboarding in it, but I will talk about skateboarding in some of these questions. So yeah, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing a Q&A today. I had you guys answer some questions on TikTok, Instagram, and even in the Braille Discord, so I had a different range of questions. But yeah, let's just get started. I have all the questions on my phone, so without further ado, here we go. So first off, we have my homie Lance. He asked, what's usually your practice routine if you have one? I mean, I always try and warm up, I guess, just by doing tricks I can already do, but I don't really have a set practice routine. But in saying that, I feel like I really should if I want to land new tricks and stuff, because I feel like I have to put more time into them every day versus trying them every now and then. But yeah, I feel like if I make a practice routine and actually stick to it, I feel like that's going to benefit me a lot, even in just flat ground tricks. Yeah, because of this question, maybe I will get a practice routine. Another homie, Braille Army Bot, aka Ellie, she said, do you ever get frustrated, and if so, what do you do? So yeah, I feel like every skater gets frustrated. It's just a part of the process, I guess. But yeah, I definitely get frustrated, especially when I'm trying a trick I know I can do, but I'm just not getting it. If I'm having a friend film me and I'm just not getting the trick, that's pretty frustrating too, because I also feel bad because I'm asking them to film. What do I do about it? If it gets to a point where I'm just not progressing anymore in the trick I'm trying, I'll just stop and come back to it later and clear my head. Because obviously you gotta have the right mindset going into a trick, so sometimes kind of just gotta come back to it after clearing your head for a little bit. What's a trick you really want to have down? I would say kickflips. Even though I can do them, I still don't have them every try I should at this point. But yeah, I just gotta stop being scared to go faster in doing them. But yeah, kickflips definitely. Alright, how long were you skating before starting new tricks? In my first video, I kind of talked about my skateboarding journey and explained this a lot more in detail. About throughout middle school and high school, I mean I skated around still. My sisters, I think, had skateboards when I was growing up, so I would cruise around and things like that. But yeah, favorite trick? I mean, I guess a kickflip, because it's the only flip trick I can do. I also really like no comply front shoves. It's a really fun one to do. And just doing stair sets too, I guess, if that counts as a trick. But yeah. What's worse, mall grabbing or Mongo pushing? I mean, I feel like these are the two things that people will identify you as a poser with, but I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with them. But I would definitely say Mongo pushing is worse. Mall grabbing doesn't even affect your skateboarding at all. It's honestly kind of comfortable, but I still want to do it. Whereas Mongo pushing is so much harder to set up for your tricks and just have balance, so I think that's a habit you really want to get out of as soon as you can. Homie Braille Skating VFX says, dream place to skate. I feel like the Braille House was my dream place to skate, and I accomplished that, but yeah, besides that, I mean, there's so many skate parks that I want to go to. I didn't even go to LES when I was in New York, and I should have, but yeah, I'd say that one too. I mean, Machba looks super cool in Spain. I don't really have a specific skate park in my head, but yeah, just anytime I travel, I like to check out the skate parks there. So I mean, that's what I like to do, just trying new skate parks, but I don't really have a specific dream place, I guess. What's your dream trick? Definitely a tray flip. I know I'm capable of doing it, I just have to really put the time in every day. But yeah, maybe next year that'll be accomplished. But yeah, also crooked grinds and Smith grinds are my dream grinds to do for sure. And also a kickflip stair set, but yeah. Banana or apple? I'm gonna have to go with apple, specifically Honeycrisp or Fiji, I think. Yumi, what's up? What's the trick you struggle with the most? I feel like I have to say kickflip just because it took me so long to finally land, over many months. I mean, I definitely struggle with tricks from time to time, but I think that trick collectively took the longest to finally land. So I would have to say that, I guess. Someone in my TikTok live said, wait, sorry to ask, why do you wear a beanie so much? I was honestly kind of hoping someone would ask this just because it's kind of funny to me because there's not really any special meaning at all, but I just pretty much like wearing beanies. That's pretty much the only answer. And I feel like I definitely wear a beanie like most days in general too, even when I'm not skating. I feel like it just keeps the hair out of my face, which is nice. My hair is kind of annoying sometimes and pretty crazy. So I feel like that's the main reason. It just keeps the hair out of my face. And I prefer beanies over hats. I don't know why. It also just kind of goes with everything too. But yeah, I wish there was some super sick meaning. But yeah, pretty much just, I guess, self-conscious about my hair sometimes. So I have to wear a beanie. But yeah, skating wise, obviously, it's just to keep my hair out of my face. What is your favorite fingerboard? My favorite designs of fingerboards are cow-ply fingerboards. I think they're super sick, the graphics. And I do have a few cow-ply fingerboards, but I haven't used them in a while. I started using this other one, so this Decade is my main setup now, because I kind of like the shape a little bit more, so I guess that's my favorite one right now, but yeah. Where do you get pro fingerboards? So I always have people ask me like where I get a fingerboard. And I always recommend looking at Teak Tuning first just because they have like a large range of options and sizes and everything like that that are pretty affordable compared to like higher grade, more expensive fingerboards that can get into like the hundreds of dollars range, which is pretty crazy. But you can get a like complete set of like 20 to like 40 bucks on Teak Tuning, which is nice. But yeah, if you want to branch out and try new stuff, there's always like Flat Face and Blackboard too, but definitely just look on Instagram and look up like fingerboards and different fingerboard companies and see what you can find. Yo, the homie, favorite artist / band to listen to while skating. So fun fact, I don't listen to music while skating. I never do. It's very, very rare. Like maybe if I'm just like cruising by my house, I'll listen to music, but I don't know, I've never really liked listening to music when I skate. I feel like it distracts me. This sounds weird, but I like being able to hear myself breathe, I guess. And I feel like when I'm listening to music, I don't. And also just like I like to hear my surroundings and what other people are doing. But yeah, I'll listen to music on my way to the skate park, tie myself up. But yeah, I just don't really listen to music while skating. I don't know, it's not my thing. Girl skating VFX, dream in skating, dream tricks. I already answered that, but who do you want to go pro for? Well, I don't expect myself to ever go pro, obviously, but yeah, I don't really know who I want to be pro for. Maybe Brill, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Vans would be pretty sick too, I guess. Or like, I'm gonna use Spitfire wheels and Thunder trucks and stuff like that. But those are like huge, big name companies. So. She also asked favorite person / people to skate with. Just all my skate homies, they know who they are. I don't think I have to name them. But yeah, it's always more fun skating with people, more like a group of people, I guess, because you like hype each other up, tell each other to learn new tricks, try new stuff, like, oh, if you try this, I'll try this, stuff like that. So I feel like it's a lot more fun when you're skating in that type of environment where everyone's like encouraging each other, but yeah. And I definitely have homies like that, and I met a lot of really cool skate homies through Instagram and TikTok, which is one of the coolest things about it, honestly. So what's your skateboard's name? I've never actually named my skateboard, so this is pretty funny, but yeah, give me some name suggestions, so I don't know. Ooh, favorite movie of all time? I don't know if I can pinpoint one movie. The first thing that comes to mind is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That's one of my favorite movies for sure. I feel like I have different favorite movies for different reasons, like, or genres even too. But yeah, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Good Will Hunting, Little Miss Sunshine, and Interstellar are probably some of my top favorites. What's your favorite brand? Skate-wise, I would say Crooked and Real are my favorite decks of skate. Pretty much the same. I mean, they're both from Deluxe, but yeah. I also really like Chocolate and Girl, but yeah, those would be my favorite deck brands. Who's your favorite skater? I feel like it's similar in the sense to the movie question. Like, I have favorite different skaters for different reasons. But yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, like Sean Malto, P-Rod, Chris Cole, you know, all the legends, the icons, of course. I feel like whenever people ask me this question, I like blank out and just forget every skater's name. Obviously, like Bryce Wetstein is super sick, like Bert and transition and stuff like that. Jagger Eaton too, Kevin Hoffler, all these people. I mean, everyone who skated in the Olympics is obviously super sick. Judo too. There's so many people I could say, but yeah. Trick that everyone thinks is cool but you hate. That's actually a good question. I gotta think about that. I'm trying to think of a trick I even like hate. I feel like most of the stuff I would say is just tricks I hate because I can't do them yet. But yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question though. And we got another homie in here. What was your first trick you learned? I mean, first proper trick in ollie, but if you don't count that, then I mean, I did like a popcorn or like a primo stall, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, ollie for sure is the first actual trick. Who inspired you to skate? That's a good question. I don't really know, honestly. I mean, one, because I have a pretty bad memory, and two, because I just don't really think anyone actually specifically inspired me to skate. Like I said earlier, I think my older sisters had skateboards when I was growing up, so I thought it was pretty cool. And of course, living in Carlsbad, California my whole life, skate culture is so big there. I mean, one of the first skate parks in the world was in Carlsbad, and there's skate shops like everywhere, so I definitely grew up around skating and everything like that. So maybe that's what inspired me, but yeah. Has any hate ever affected you? That's a good question. I'm pretty grateful because I don't really get hate on my page. It's very, very rare. Most of my comments are pretty positive. But yeah, there's definitely been a few instances of hate, and yeah, it definitely gets to you, you know? You try not to, but I feel like for me, yeah, it can at times depending on what someone says, I guess. But yeah, it can definitely get to you. But yeah, words definitely have power. But yeah, in saying that, I mean, I do obviously try to not respond to the hate just because that's what they want attention. But yeah, I just try and look past it and look at all the positive compared to the very, very small negatives. And yeah, I just focus on the positives. What's your favorite food? As a whole, probably Italian. I love pasta. Pasta is my favorite food for sure. Fettuccine Alfredo specifically. But also smoothie bowls are one of my favorites, specifically a pataya bowl. But yeah, I love fruits, so I love smoothie bowls. Emma says, favorite song? Dang, that's a good question. I feel like I have favorite songs of all time versus like favorite songs right now. Like some songs recently I really liked are Picture Book by Postcard Boy, Blame It on the Boogie by the Jacksons, Airline to Heaven by Billy Bragg, Bright Side by the Lumineers. I'm listening to a lot of Odessa lately too. Back Against the Wall by Cage the Elephant. But yeah, I don't know, that doesn't really show my music taste as a whole. That's just kind of what I've been listening to lately. I feel like I always listen to the same 10 songs for a while, and then I'll find new songs and I'll listen to those 10 songs. Like I just hyperfixate on like a certain set of songs. But yeah, I'd say one of my favorite songs of all time is Tiny Love or Origin of Love by Mika, and Cut My Lid by Ex-Lovers. Those would be on the top for sure. Do you still have your first ever board? If so, can I see it? My first ever board was, I think, Paul Rodriguez Plan B deck, but I actually don't have it anymore. I think I used to leave my skateboard like on my front porch and it got stolen, which kind of sucks because it was my first proper skateboard. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have it, but I'll insert a picture. I think I have one with it. What's your favorite wheel? I've always ridden Spitfires, but yeah, more specifically now I ride the Spitfire Formula 4, the conical full shape. I did skate 52mm for a while, but now I have 53. Maybe I'll try 54 next, but yeah, I'm at 53 right now and I'm pretty good with that. Why do you need glasses? I'm just curious. I actually realized I need glasses when I was like 16, and the first week back in my junior year of high school, and I realized I couldn't read the board too well. But yeah, I just have an astigmatism in both eyes, and I am nearsighted, so I can't see far very well. Favorite drink? I would say smoothies, I guess, specifically a mango smoothie. But yeah, soda, I like Dr. Pepper and root beer the most for sure. Waffles or pancakes? I'm pretty picky. I don't like pancakes, and I only like waffles if they're really crispy. Yo, what's up, T? She says, favorite game of skate trick? That's actually a pretty good question. I don't really ever play games of skate, like every once in a while, and if I do, it's usually like full park, not flat ground. I mean, maybe I guess I would say nollie, shove, or front shove, maybe a fakie big spin, but I feel like most people have those. And if around anything counts, I'll do like a no complaint front shove, I guess. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else that would be solid. I don't really have a lot of tricks on my sleeves, so. She also asked, when was the last time you tried something new? Actually today, I finally did the 5-star at Linda Vista. I've done 5 stars before, but I hadn't done that one yet. I don't know why last time I tried it, I chickened out. But yeah, every time I try and skate, I try and learn something new, or at least try something new. Soren, he says, favorite UCSC class you took? For those of you that don't know, I graduated from UC Santa Cruz in March with a bachelor's in film. So I pretty much just took film classes while I was there, but I'm trying to think of my favorite one. I mean, I did take a Disney class, but I don't think that was my favorite, honestly. I guess I'll go with my senior seminar though, because it was all about sci-fi and like future worlds and even like pandemics, which was pretty cool because we were talking about it during COVID, and just talking about how like viruses are portrayed in films and stuff like that. So it was a really cool class, and I had one of my good homies in it, and I just really enjoyed it, and the teacher is super cool. What spot is the best for you in the Braille house? Well, obviously I like the street side more than the mini ramp and vert side. But yeah, I like the mani pads, all the different ranges of mani pads they have. And I really like the really small down ledge. It's cool to like learn stuff on. And that was the first time I did like a mani down something versus just flat. But yeah. Is your nephew still skating? Because if he is, I want to see him now. Yeah, he's definitely still skating. He started school again, obviously, so I haven't been able to skate with him as much as I would like to. Hopefully that'll change soon. Also, check out my YouTube video from a few ago where I taught him how to skate for a YouTube video. I think that was the last time I skated with him, honestly, so a few weeks ago at least. But yeah, I'll try to skate with him again soon and post more progress on TikTok. And here we go, this is the last question. How long is your longest manual? Honestly, that's a good question. Just flat, I can hold a manual for a lot longer, obviously, than like falling into it. But yeah, I think the one at the Braille House is pretty long, and also the one at Del Sur Skate Park, so I'll insert both of those. I think though my longest mani I actually did like a few days ago at Linda Vista Skate Park, but I don't have a clip of it yet. But yeah, that one's probably my longest so far, like an actual manual pad. And also my highest one too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was the last question, so that pretty much wraps up the end of the video. Hopefully I got to your question. I tried to answer them all, I think I did, but yeah. Sorry if this is such a boring video. I was pretty swamped this week. I mean, I was skating like every day, but I didn't really have a good idea of what to film specifically. But yeah, I'm gonna have better content soon for sure. And let me know what you guys want to see in the comments too. I really appreciate any sort of feedback, but yeah. Hopefully you got something out of this video or you learned something new about me. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next Saturday.